Millions of people and pets take fish oil supplements daily, but most don't know the hidden dangers and may be doing more harm than good. I'm a vet, and I've recommended fish oil supplements to many pets over the years to decrease inflammation from arthritis and help treat allergies and itchy skin. I also know it's the most common supplement taken by people, but when this one simple reaction happens, the fish oil actually creates inflammation and cell damage. I'll show you how to avoid this hidden danger when choosing supplements, how to store them properly, and show you a simple at-home test that you can do to see if your fish oil supplement is going bad. But before I dive into it, I offer a free resource for pet owners who want to find out about the available supplements for pets for all their most common conditions. I spent weeks reading scientific studies and compiling information to develop this quick start guide for pet owners. Link in the description below. The most useful omega-3 fatty acids are DHA and EPA, made by marine algae. These omega-3s are passed up the food chain from marine algae to krill to the predatory cold water fish. Most of the supplements are made from these cold water fish, but some are made from krill and algae oil. What makes these compounds so useful is their chemical structure. Multiple double bonds are in between the carbons in the long chains. This makes a very flexible, bendy structure. They're incorporated into cell membranes and used to decrease inflammation signals. But the very thing that makes them so amazing is their weakness as well. Those double bonds are weak points in the structure that are vulnerable to oxidation. Oxidation is when light or oxygen sets off a chemical reaction that releases a damaging free radical. These free radicals then take off to damage other molecules and create more and more free radicals. Over time, the damage spreads and creates a chain reaction. This is what happens when we cut an apple and the inside part of the apple turns brown. Oxidation is happening. What oxidation and free radical damage is doing inside of our bodies, though, is much more serious than a brown apple. When these oxidized oils are inside of cell membranes, the free radicals produced can damage more cells, proteins, cell membranes, and even DNA, creating aged and dysfunctional cells. Ironically, all this damage actually leads to inflammation, what we're trying to treat with our fish oil supplements. And we now know that inflammation is at the heart of so many devastating chronic diseases in people and in pets too. So what can we do to avoid this danger? Well, it starts with how the fish oil is made. Good manufacturers protect the oil from oxygen, light, and heat during production. While all fish processing requires some heat to create the oil and remove contaminants, the best methods will minimize it. Heat doesn't start the oxidation process, but it fans the flames and speeds it up. Look for products that use molecular distillation, a process that uses vacuum technology to process the oils at lower temperatures and less oxygen. The best producers also use nitrogen flushing, which removes the oxygen and replaces it with nitrogen in the final package. Antioxidants and preservatives can be added to the product to neutralize those free radicals and stop the chain reaction. Look for the preservatives vitamin E and rosemary. Sometimes vitamin E will be on the label as tocopherol. We can also see synthetic preservatives, BHA and BHT. The next critical step after manufacturing is third-party certification. Companies send their product in to an independent laboratory to test contaminants and oxidation products. They then get a certificate that shows the results of the analysis. Look for seals or certificates from IFOS, NSF International, GOED, and USP. I uncovered a very confusing thing during my research for this video. In looking at products, I saw many with a GMP or an NASC seal. What's a little misleading is that those organizations look at the facilities and the general manufacturing processes of the companies. They do not test individual batches for contamination or oxidation. The most stringent testing for fish oil is the IFOS. They actually have a search page for consumers to put in different brands and check if they are certified. I'll include that link in the description. You can actually contact companies and ask them how their product is manufactured and what testing is done. One of the most highly recommended brands, especially by vets, is Nordic Naturals. And they have many omega-3 products, including those for pets. And when I was looking online on their website to see their certifications, it wasn't clear to me what third-party testing they did. So I actually contacted them. I actually got a reply within 24 hours of where to find the information. And they let me know that you can actually put in your batch numbers of the product that you're looking at and see the certificate of analysis. That's the sort of thing I like to see from companies. Any company that can't or won't share information with you is a red flag. The last step in avoiding rancid oxidized oil is what you can do. Our fish oil has 3 enemies: light, oxygen, and heat. I'm gonna add a 4th: time. The clock is ticking the minute the fish is caught. The more time it takes for the omega-3s to go from the fish to your pet's body or your body, the more time there is for the oxidation reaction to happen. So we want to find products in dark bottles with added antioxidants, but ideally not added flavors. A recent study actually showed that there's higher oxidation levels in products with added flavors. Find fresh products. Look at the manufacturing date, not just the expiry date. And don't buy in bulk. What about heat during shipping? Not a big deal if there's nitrogen in that bottle instead of oxygen. Heat is like fanning the flames of the oxidation reaction, but it doesn't start it. We need light or oxygen for that. As soon as you get that supplement home, keep it cool. The minute you open the bottle, the ticking clock speeds up. You're adding oxygen. You must store it in the fridge after opening, tightly sealed and in the original dark bottle. There's a test that you can do at home to check and see if your oil is rancid. It's actually quite reliable. Many labs do it as an initial screening test. The smell test: fish oil should not smell unpleasant. It should just have a mild ocean smell. A bad or strong smell is a clear marker of oxidation. Unfortunately, flavorings added to fish oil mask that rancid smell, and they're actually linked to higher oxidation. You have capsules? No problem. Just cut them open and smell. You can also look at the oil. It should be clear and light yellow. If it's cloudy or very dark, the oil may be rancid, but early oxidation will have no visible changes. Throw it out if a product fails a test after 3 months being opened, or if you forgot it out on the counter for a few days, especially if it's a warm, bright room. Here's another hidden danger that I bet you didn't consider: your pet's kibble with fish oil. Many pet foods include omega-3 fatty acids for their anti-inflammatory benefits, and they're actually critical for puppies and kittens' brain and eye development. The problem with added fish oil: it has a potential to have even more oxidation. Kibble is processed at very high temperatures. The food sits on the shelf at room temperature for months, and once the bag is opened, we have oxygen. Check out my video about how to tell if your puppy or kitten food has enough omega-3 fatty acids for proper brain and eye development. Spoiler alert, a lot of them don't have optimal amounts. I'll link it in the description. Many pet food companies do their best to decrease the risk of oxidation. Many spray the kibble with the fish oil after processing. They add antioxidants. Many use nitrogen flushing to remove the oxygen, and they have airtight sealed bags. So what can you do? Check the manufacturing date. Fresh is better. Store your pet food in a cool, dark place in an airtight container. Many pet owners buy small bags so that you're using it more quickly. Some even portion out amounts and put them in the freezer. But this is why many vets recommend giving a fresh, high-quality omega-3 fish oil supplement to pets, even if they're on a food that has added omega-3 fatty acids. Talk to your vet for specific advice about your pet, and be sure to pick up a copy of the free Quick Start Guide. I talk about lots of pet supplements, science-backed. Link in the description. For more information about how to make your puppy or kitten smarter, watch this next video.